What happens when Keanu Reeves walks into a luxury aircraft dealership, dressed in a simple gray t-shirt and a cap, hoping to quietly explore the best airplane models? He's met with arrogance and condescension by a blonde, snobbish salesperson who assumes he can't afford anything in the store. But when his true identity is revealed, everything takes an unexpected turn, and the salesperson is left scrambling to apologize. Trust me, you won't believe how this story ends. Hey there, I see you haven't subscribed yet, and that makes me a little sad. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because this is just the beginning of our epic series filled with real Keanu Reeves stories. Every second holds a new secret, and even greater acts of heroism await you in the upcoming episodes. The luxury aircraft showroom was kept icy cold, as if the air conditioning had turned the space into a frozen vault. Floor-to-ceiling glass walls reflected the flawless gleam of the aircraft on display, transforming the room into a dazzling temple of exclusivity. Each plane wasn't just a mode of transportation. It was a tangible symbol of wealth, power, and elite living. Merely laying eyes on these prized machines was a dream reserved for oil tycoons, celebrity CEOs, and royal families. Rumors swirled that just stepping into this showroom required an 8- or 9-figure bank account, further cementing its status as a sanctuary of the ultra-rich. Amid this atmosphere, Keanu Reeves stepped through the automatic doors with quiet, unhurried steps. In the midst of all the grandeur, he seemed almost like an outsider. Wearing a worn-out cap, a simple gray t-shirt, faded jeans, and old sneakers, his understated look stood in stark contrast to the showroom's polished marble floors. Yet, as he walked with a serene composure, it was as if he had faced similar situations before, and had long since learned how to navigate them. There was a deep calmness and quiet confidence in his gaze. At that moment, Alex, a blonde sales associate dressed in an impeccably tailored suit, caught sight of Keanu entering. For a brief second, he froze. What was someone dressed so simply and humbly doing in a place like this? Pushing aside his initial judgment, he approached with a professional smile and asked, "Sir, how may I assist you?" Keanu, his lips curling into a slight smile, replied, "I'd like to see your most exclusive models." A subtle tension filled the showroom. The air grew thick with anticipation as onlookers wondered what would unfold in the next few moments. This visit was destined to be more than just a shopping trip. It was about to become an unforgettable lesson. Alex's lips curled into a smirk, his voice slightly trembling with restrained disbelief. "Sir, are you absolutely sure? This showroom is reserved for a very select clientele." Keanu took a deep breath, his mind briefly drifting to past experiences. "I've been through this before," he thought. He had faced prejudice and condescension countless times, and that's why his inner calmness wasn't just a choice. It was a product of past struggles and the wisdom he had gained. As he met Alex's piercing gaze, there was an almost prophetic stillness in his expression, as if he knew exactly where this encounter was headed. Alex, struggling to find the right words, grew visibly more agitated. His face twisted with a mix of frustration and disbelief. "The model you're asking to see is the rarest and most expensive collection we have. I don't think you truly understand what that means, or that you could ever deserve it." His words dripped with condescension, a raw manifestation of his biases. Keanu, unshaken, responded in a calm yet weighted tone. "Deserve it? True luxury isn't about appearances." In the background, whispers spread among the other employees. Some were taken aback by Alex's blatant arrogance, while others found themselves intrigued by Keanu's composed demeanor. As he slowly scanned the vast showroom, the grandeur of the aircraft around him seemed to stand in silent contrast to his humble presence. Yet, in that moment, it was Keanu who commanded the room, not with wealth, but with an effortless, quiet confidence. Alex, now visibly fuming, snapped, "You don't belong here!" His outburst shattered the hushed tension in the showroom. All eyes were on them now. The air grew thick with suspense as onlookers braced for what would come next. Would this be the moment where arrogance met its reckoning? The next few minutes would decide everything. This wasn't just a confrontation. It was a battle between prejudice and quiet wisdom, and everyone in the room was about to witness something unforgettable. Alex's anger thickened the tension in the showroom. His words, "You don't belong here," lingered in the air like an unshaken verdict. At that moment, a deep serenity appeared in Keanu's eyes. It was the kind of calm that came from years of experience, the wisdom of healing past wounds, and an inner strength that made him immune to such attacks. In his mind, he reflected, "Here I am again, facing the same prejudices. I've been through this before, and I've learned that silence is often the most powerful response." Keanu tilted his head slightly and replied, "I am here. What I want to see is the true meaning of luxury." His words only fueled Alex's frustration. Scoffing, the salesman snapped, "Luxury isn't just about appearances. But you don't belong here." The words echoed through the showroom, catching the attention of both employees and customers. In the corners of the room, some staff members whispered among themselves, questioning Alex's aggressive stance, while others watched the scene unfold with curiosity. The security guard observed quietly, standing by in case the situation escalated. The bright showroom lights illuminated Keanu's face, highlighting the faint smile that hinted at deep contemplation. He was not just standing there. He was reliving past encounters, drawing strength from them, and silently challenging the injustice in front of him. Alex, struggling to keep his emotions in check, felt the tension rising like a storm ready to break. "The aircraft you're asking to see represents the rarest and most expensive collection we have. Are you really telling me you want to see our most exclusive models?" His voice wavered between disbelief and mockery. Keanu, unwavering, responded with a steady voice, "Yes, I do. Because true luxury isn't about appearances." A ripple of murmurs spread through the showroom. Onlookers, now fully invested in this unexpected confrontation, sensed that something significant was unfolding. Keanu's quiet determination and Alex's simmering frustration clashed like opposing forces, setting the stage for a moment no one would forget. The next few minutes would reveal how this standoff would end. But one thing was certain. This was no ordinary exchange. This was a lesson in humility, a battle between arrogance and quiet wisdom, and the entire room was about to witness its conclusion. Even as Alex tried to suppress his frustration, the silence in the showroom only intensified the tension in the air. Keanu took a deep breath, as if carrying the weight of years on his shoulders. In his mind, he reflected, "I've been here before. I've faced prejudice and condescension time and time again, but patience and inner peace have always been my greatest strengths." The calm in his eyes seemed to echo through every corner of the room. Alex, his voice trembling slightly, said, "The planes you're asking to see are reserved for the most elite clients. Someone like you wouldn't do them justice." Keanu, offering a small, knowing smile, responded, "True luxury isn't just about appearance. It's measured by respect, understanding, and sincerity. His words shifted the energy in the room in an instant. Employees and customers alike began to feel something change, a realization that their own assumptions had been silently challenged. For a moment, Alex fell into an uneasy silence, the weight of his own words settling over him. Deep down, a thought crept into his mind. Maybe the real lesson here isn't about wealth, but about the respect we show one another. Keanu's presence, his quiet yet undeniable wisdom, had shaken something in Alex. From across the showroom, hushed whispers spread, as if the entire room recognized the significance of what had just happened. Keanu, having left an imprint not with status, but with character, had unknowingly redefined the meaning of luxury for everyone present. Alex found himself shaken by Keanu's unwavering composure and the depth in his gaze. In the heavy silence of the showroom, he suddenly realized just how misplaced his long-held prejudices had been. True luxury isn't about appearances, he thought to himself. It's measured by respect, understanding, and sincerity. Watching Keanu's patience and quiet strength, he felt something shift within him, an internal transformation he had never expected. As Keanu stood gracefully in the center of the showroom, every pair of eyes in the room turned toward him. Customers, employees, and even the cautious security guard were all silently witnessing the unfolding moment. Taking a deep breath, Alex finally spoke, his voice filled with genuine remorse. "Sir, I realize I treated you with disrespect. I sincerely apologize." Keanu offered a gentle smile. "There's no need to apologize. Everyone has their own journey of learning." With those few words, the atmosphere in the showroom began to soften. A quiet understanding passed through the room. As Alex let go of his old biases, a newfound commitment to true service took their place. Around him, his colleagues seemed to undergo a similar realization. This moment wasn't just about one salesperson's change of heart. It was about a collective awakening. From the distant corners of the showroom, hushed whispers rose, acknowledging the impact of Keanu's presence. This wasn't just a lesson for Alex. It was a reminder to everyone that luxury isn't defined by material wealth, but by the values we uphold. In that instant, Alex felt a silent vow take shape within him. Moving forward, he would approach his work with genuine respect and care. But Keanu's influence didn't end there. This encounter was more than a fleeting moment. It was a lesson that would reshape the very essence of the showroom. And as those who had witnessed it reflected on what had just unfolded, they couldn't shake the feeling that this was more than just an apology. It was the beginning of something new. As Keanu Reeves stood tall in the center of the showroom, a profound sense of peace and understanding filled the air. The luxury dealership was no longer just a symbol of material wealth. It had become a reflection of true respect and inner value. Thanks to Keanu's composed words and unwavering presence, sales associate Alex had shed his long-held prejudices, realizing that true luxury was never just about appearances. Following this unexpected encounter, the management made a bold decision to implement fundamental changes in customer service. From that day forward, every guest would be welcomed with equal respect, ensuring that the showroom embodied more than just exclusivity. It would now stand for fairness and dignity. In every corner of the room, sincerity and mutual understanding replaced old biases. Keanu, with a gentle smile, simply said, "True luxury begins in the heart." His words resonated deeply with everyone, reminding them of the importance of character over outward image. As Keanu walked out of the showroom, he left behind more than just an impression. He left a legacy. a legacy that would serve as a lasting reminder that every individual deserves respect, and that true worth is found within. Thus, this once exclusive showroom became more than a display of wealth. It became a symbol of both material and spiritual richness. If this heroic journey inspired you, don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned for more real stories and legendary narratives, because the adventure is just beginning.